That's the way I keep it, man. I get fly for me. I get high for me. Don't get it confused, cause you liking what you see. Don't do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, over the past weekend, I got in the liberty to watch Captain America Brave New World, and I will tell you from my honest opinion and my honest perspective, this is a solid movie. It's definitely deemable of a rewatch. I wouldn't say watch it maybe 3 or 4 times, but it's definitely deemable to watch it maybe twice. Now, what you guys are going to come into the movie expecting, you're not going to get all the way into the last acts of the movie, preferably around the last 20 minutes. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the appearance of the Red Hulk. But nonetheless, to say, in a short lived time, he has delivered. It felt great to see a angry Hulk in the MCU once again. I tip my hat off to Harrison Ford, the actor behind Thaddeus Ross, the character. Harrison Ford is very, very old, and the fact that he signed up for a character such as Red Hulk is really interesting. Anyway, one thing to note is that when you come into this movie, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are getting a wrap up from 2008's Incredible Hulk. So, yes, that is the reason as to why Thaddeus Ross is here, Betty Ross, Samuel Stearns, the leader. Everything that's happening right now is because of past events. So what they're trying to basically do is wrap up anything old sourced material, anything old Marvel, old Sony, and old Fox. They're basically closing the doors on those eras and they're opening up the new doors to brand new stories and brand new heroes, which is why we are in the current phase that we are actually in right now. If you guys take a look at Deadpool and Wolverine, they're closing the door over on all of that Fox source material. So that's why there's going to be X-Men appearing in the current status of the MCU. Deadpool is here. He basically helped close that door. So now we're doing the same thing here with Captain America. Now, in order for you guys to understand what's going on, yes, you will have to go back and watch the old source material. And here's what I recommend that you guys go back and watch. One, you're going to watch the Eternals. And the reason as to why you're watching the Eternals is because we have celestial beings. And of course, they're going to explain the emergence, which is the reason why you guys see Teamit, excuse me, I said Timu, which is the reason as to why you guys see Teamit in the ocean. So he basically he was on his way to emerging and destroying the world, but it was stopped by Thanos. Luckily, 5 years ago, maybe 6 years now that I'm thinking about the time that we're in, he did his Thanos snap and he stopped the emergence. So, in a way, he was sort of a hero, but he also took out half the world's population. So, that's something to basically think about. But, like I said, that's the reason as to why you guys are going to go back and watch The Eternals. Then you guys are also going to go back and watch The Incredible Hulk from the 2008 series. So, yes, they didn't get a follow up, but this is basically like their follow up, and this is also their closeout. So, Thaddeus Ross and Samuel Stearns. These guys are returning and reprising their roles, but as you guys know, the original actor that played Thaddeus Ross back in the 2000s, he has passed away. So that is the reason why you guys are seeing Harrison Ford now. But nonetheless, to say it is still the same character, still the same ingredients from the previous stories. So we do have Samuel Stearns, who was exposed to the gamma radiation and Bruce Banner's blood, which is to the reasonings as to why he looks the way that he looks. They did have some original concept art in which he did have the big head. He had a comic book accurate look, but I don't know why they didn't decide to go with it, but they went with this second option instead. He has a vegetated state of mind in the way that he looks. His brain is exposed because of the deterioration from the exposure of the gamma radiation. So it literally ate away at his skin and basically almost took all of his hair follicles away. So that explains why he looks the way that he looks. And his main objective is to expose Thaddeus Ross because back then Thaddeus Ross was basically using Samuel Stearns as a guinea pig. He wanted to use him for all of the illegal testings that he ran. And basically, he ensured that Samuel Stearns, after he helped Thaddeus Ross he was going to be let go and go back to his normal life. But he never ever was let go. He was imprisoned in his lab. So that's the reason as to why he came back now and he's trying to expose him. In this movie, he also mentions that he was keeping him alive. So we find out that Thaddeus Ross was actually dying and he was getting these sort of like pills to keep him alive. But little did he know that Samuel Stearns was poisoning those pills with the blood provided by Bruce Banner, which is the reason as to why Thaddeus turns into a Hulk, but he's not a green Hulk, he turns into a red Hulk. We all know that everybody got a little bit of something in them. And if you guys remember back in 2008, the Abomination, he already had a little bit of something in him before he was giving a dose of Bruce Banner's blood, courtesy of Samuel Stearns. And now we get to Captain America stuff. So, as you guys know, Sam Wilson is now the official Captain America. Steve Rogers passed the mantle down to him and did not pass it to Bucky Barnes. And we all know for the reasons as to why he didn't pass it on to Bucky Barnes. We could sit here and argue it all day, but he is not fit to be Captain America. Although he has redeemed himself and his name, he's still not worthy of the red, white, and blue stripes. And to be honest, I like him better as the Winter Soldier or the free agent that he is. He's basically like a gun for hire at this point. You know what I mean? Anyway, um, we get some source material from the Falcon and Winter Soldier series, so that's something that you guys should go watch over on Disney Plus, just in case you guys haven't caught up with the current status of Sam Wilson. He's no longer the Falcon anymore. We have a brand new Falcon, which is his new running mate, Joaquin Torres. And in my honest opinion, he was good in this movie, but he's just an annoying face that I don't want to see further in the MCU. I would rather that they find someone new for the Falcon. And looking at the suits that basically was showcased off in this film, we do see that Falcon's new suit is sort of like a like a ripoff of Ant-Man's suit, in my honest opinion. I don't know if they're using Pym technologies or Stark technologies, or they're getting things from like Wakanda, but it didn't look that exciting to me, in my honest opinion. Anyway, Sam, he does get his new suit from Wakanda. Bucky did put in a favor back in the series, so they gave him the white suit at the ending of the series, and it just looked incredible. So this is what the suit looks like right here, but we do get to see three different suits worn in this one film. We have like a stealthy suit, and then there's like a winter soldier suit as well. Um, all in all, he gets an upgrade with his wings, but his suit is just a regular suit. It's not padded enough because he does get stab wounds in this movie and he does get shot at several times. But I got to tell you, he's humbling as Captain America. He is basically proving to me and to the rest of the world that believes in him that he has earned the mantle, and I cannot disagree. He has definitely earned it, and I love the perspective that they're showcasing to us. He's a average man. He's a human being wearing these stars and stripes, like he mentioned. You know what I'm saying? No super soldier serum, and he does not possess any superpowers. He's out here doing it all, giving it 110% every single time, and he's always finding the light at the end of the tunnel. So that's the reason as to why he is our Captain America. He has earned it. Even in the series, we had the little Carly girl in the Flag Smashers. He was willing to help her, considering the fact that she went down the dark path. She started killing people just to prove a point. But he knew in his heart that that girl needed some guidance, she needed some help, and he wanted to be there for her. But sadly enough, she was killed. Now, in case you guys are wondering where was John Walker in this movie, he was not supposed to be a part of this movie, but he is a part of the Captain America storyline. And in the series, he got stripped of that title. He had to basically get everything taken from him because he has disrespected not just the shield, but the legacy of Captain America. He got blood on the shield and he killed someone in cold blood in public. So yeah, He is now known as the U.S. agent. He's going to be running around with the Thunderbolts, and he's going to be with Valentina doing some of the dirty work that the government does not basically want anyone to know about. So if you guys want to look into John Walker, you can basically expect to see him in the Thunderbolts movie that's coming up. And if you guys are wondering if the Thunderbolts movie is going to connect with the events of this movie here, Captain America Brave New World, I don't know if it's going to exactly connect, but seeing as they're both facing the same initiative, there is no Avengers to protect the world. I think it might connect in a sort of weird way. So, to get you up to speed with the Avengers here, seeing as there is only Captain America right now and Bucky, the rest of the Avengers, they're either dead or retired. So, right now, the world is desperate. They're seeking protectors. So, what we're going to be doing now is shopping for anyone and everyone that can basically be deemed as Avengers worthy. So, we're going to have Sam running around and looking for some decent people that he can, put together a team with. Then, of course, we're going to have the Dark Avengers with the Thunderbolts. And, in future movies, we're going to have X Men. And, of course, we got Fantastic Four on the way as well. So the MCU is shaping up to be pretty interesting right about now. And like I said, to break down what's going on with the Avengers, we got Vision, who's dead. We got White Vision, but I don't think he's a part of the Avengers, but he's running around trying to get vengeance and justice. Um, we got Scarlet Witch, who is presumably dead. We did see a statue fall over her, and I don't know if she made it out, but there is some rumors speculating that she is still alive. So, until we get official confirmation, I would presume her as dead. Steve Rogers, retired. You know what I mean? He went back to return the stones, and then, of course, he went back to Peggy Carter and lived out the rest of his years with her, which is why we got old age Steve Rogers, who came back and passed the mantle on to Sam Wilson. Thor retired, and especially seeing as his situation, he's always off world, so he's never a person you could contact. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, to say he's on daddy duty right now because he's raising a daughter, and he didn't have an actual daughter, but he is like an adoptive father to Gore's daughter. So the little God Slayer daughter is going to be in the hands of the God of Thunder. And that should be very interesting. I don't know what's her future going to look like in the MCU, but comment down below and let me know. Let's see. Black Widow died. You guys saw that happen. She she took her own life, and we were able to retrieve the Soul Stone. Clint, he is, I want to say retired, but he is also teaming up with Kate Bishop, and they're settling some scores around New York. So, he could be a person that you may want to contact. Who else? I think that's pretty much everyone. Rhodey, it's not everyone. So we do have Rhodey, and we do have Nick Fury, and we did find out in the Secret Wars series over on Disney Plus that they were basically scrolls. So this entire time they were incapacitated, and they have no memory of what basically happened in the like last maybe 6 to 7 months. So we're gonna have to deal with a scroll invasion very very soon. So that's gonna be interesting to see who's running around as what. Doctor Strange, he has a incursion that he has to take care of. So of course he's not gonna be around. He's gonna be quote unquote off world like Thor. We have Wong. He's gonna be down doing head sorcerer stuff, and he's also training America Chavez currently. Um, let's see who else is there left. I think I think now that is officially it. Black Panther, may he rest in peace. Actor died in IRL, and then of course King T'Challa died in the cinematic form as well. So, there is no Black Panther as of right now. Shuri did pick up the mantle just for a brief moment, but I don't think it's something that she wants to do looking forward. Ironheart is something separate. I do think that she's going to be a part of a Young Avengers team, teaming up with Kate Bishop and Miss Marvel. Speaking of Marvel, Captain Marvel, currently off world. You know her story. There's no Avengers in space, so she's going to be doing stuff up there. Guardians of the Galaxy, they're officially retired. There is a new Guardians group, and I don't think they're deemable of being called to protect the universe yet. We have to see how they work together first. And I think that's pretty much it. I know I went a little left field here, but I just wanted to explain everything that I could give you guys as to proof of what's going on with the current phase. Like I said, we're basically closing the door on anything old and we're opening the door to something new and exciting with these brand new phases and these brand new faces that are going to be appearing. Iron Man also dead. So, yeah, Spider Man, he's been rebooted and basically forgotten about. No one knows who he is. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know who the Avengers are either. So, yeah, there's literally no one left but Sam and Bucky basically to, protect the world. And yeah, we're going to need a lot more than just Sam and Bucky to protect us. Thunderbolts, like I said, they got their own specific lineup, but they're like a dark version of the Avengers. They're going to do all of the dirty work and they're going to have a blast doing it. So I can't wait to see that film as well. But there it is. That's what you guys can expect from this movie. If I had to rate it out of a 10 rating, I will give it a 8 out of 10. It is very good. I love Sam as our Captain America. I don't like Joaquin Torres as our Falcon. Red Hulk, like I said, it was a beauty to see an angry Hulk once again in the MCU. But I kind of wish that they would have gave us a little bit more screen time with him. I know it's not a Hulk movie, but that's half the reason why everyone came to watch the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect to Captain America or anything of that nature, but everyone wants to see Angry Hulk. What we got right now with Smart Hulk is not what everyone wanted to see. So, yeah, definitely you're going to lose some points for that aspect right there, just for that, exactly. Nonetheless, to say, great storyline, great characters, great actors, and I definitely recommend that you guys go ahead and check it out. And once again, go ahead and check out the previous source materials before you go into watching this movie, because you need to be able to understand everything that's happening. So once again, those source materials are the Eternals. Remember, you're watching the Eternals for the celestial being stories and about the emergence. You're watching the Incredible Hulk from the 2008, and you guys are going to be watching the Falcon and Winter Soldier series over on Disney Plus. If you guys have enjoyed my review of the film and my rating, make sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe to my channel. If you guys are new here watching for the very first time, then of course leave your own personal thoughts and or opinions down in the comment section. If I got something wrong, please correct me. If you felt that I left some things out, fill in the blanks for me. And if you have some other things to add yourself, you can also do that in the comment section. Remember, this is open to fans. We're not here to argue. We're just here to talk movies. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Tryna make my mama proud of me. I hope my mama proud of me, cause I dubbed college just so I could focus on a dream. I know my mama died of me, salute me, nasty down with me. Now two bros going back and forth, sibling rivalry. This guy gotta be, do numbers like the lottery. The coldest every winter, every summer, nothing hot as me. And if I spring up, bet my nigga on the side of me, ready for a war.